Back at the precinct, Jesse plugs in the flash drive while Hudson and Donovan watch from behind. The screen fills with static before a video begins grainy, handheld footage. A man tied to a chair, head down, breathing heavily. Daniel Rowe. The camera slowly pans across a dimly lit room, walls covered in maps, newspaper clippings, and photographs. At the center of it all, a single image of Hudson, marked with a red X. Then a voice fills the room. Calm, measured, chillingly familiar. Detective Hudson. You were supposed to stop me years ago, but you didn't. You let me disappear. So now, I'll show you what your mercy costs. The video cuts to black. Silence fills the room. Hudson's fists tighten. Elias Cross, the ghost from his past, has returned, and this time, he's turning the chase into a message. Every clue, every body, it's all part of a game designed for one player. Rex lets out a low growl, breaking Hudson's thoughts. I know, buddy, Hudson mutters, staring at the frozen screen. He's daring us to find him. The investigation takes a darker turn. Jesse traces the video metadata, finding fragments of code pointing to several locations around the city warehouses, abandoned buildings, an old shipping yard. But one address stands out. A building Hudson knows well. The same one where he last confronted Cross years ago before the man vanished. Hudson and Rex move fast, sirens cutting through the fog as the car speeds toward the industrial district. The warehouse looms ahead, its windows shattered, graffiti covering its rusted doors. They step inside cautiously, flashlights sweeping across dust and decay. The air smells of oil and old metal. Then, in the center of the floor, they see it a white chalk circle with letters written inside. 1 of 5, Hudson freezes. This isn't the only body. Rex moves toward a stack of crates, barking sharply. Hudson follows, kicking one open. Inside lies another locket identical to the first, but this one contains a new photo. A different man. Another future victim. The game is expanding, and Hudson realizes what Cross is doing. He's setting up a hunt with multiple targets, each one leading to the next. Each one tied to Hudson's own unsolved past. The tension in the air thickens. Hudson's breath fogs in the cold light as he looks around the warehouse walls. Old case photos hang from nails, all from crimes Hudson once worked. Every unsolved one, pinned like trophies. And in the center of it all, a single sentence written in red paint. You catch criminals. I catch ghosts. Hudson stands silently, the weight of it pressing down. Cross isn't just a killer, he's a mirror of everything Hudson fears. Failure, guilt, and the burden of justice left undone. Rex nudges his leg, grounding him back to the present. Hudson kneels, running his hand through Rex's fur. We're not letting him win this time. Outside, rain begins again, soft but steady. The city feels smaller now, like it's closing in. Every lead points deeper into a trap, but Hudson has no choice. This isn't just about solving a murder anymore. It's about stopping a man who knows him better than anyone else. As the car drives off into the night, the reflection of red and blue lights fades into the rain-soaked streets. Somewhere in the distance, Elias Cross watches from the shadows, his voice echoing softly in Hudson's memory. The hunt has only just begun. The night is a storm of sirens and silence. St. John's, once calm and safe, now breathes in fear. The streets glisten under steady rain, neon reflections trembling across puddles. Inside the precinct, the board of clues has grown into chaos. Red strings, photographs, maps covered in markings. Each victim, each symbol leads back to one man. Elias Cross. The hunter has turned his game into a web, and Hudson stands at its center. Hours of investigation blur into exhaustion. The words 1 of 5 replay in Hudson's mind like a broken record. 5 victims, 5 stages. A twisted puzzle built on guilt and revenge. Cross isn't killing at random, he's reconstructing something, forcing Hudson to relive old failures. Every clue taunts him with the same unspoken truth. This has never been about justice. It's about obsession. Rex lies by Hudson's desk, head resting on his paws, but eyes always open. Even he feels the tension pulsing through the room. Jesse works tirelessly, tracing phone pings and decoding fragments from the flash drive. There's a pattern, he says, finally, voice strained. The locations. They're not random. They form a circle around the old industrial district. Hudson's heart sinks. He knows what that means. The old district isn't just any place. It's where the department lost 3 officers years ago during a failed raid. A case led by Hudson himself. And Elias Cross was the one who escaped that night. Donovan gives the order for full mobilization. But Hudson stops him? No, he says quietly. That's what Cross wants. If we rush in, he'll vanish again. We play his game on our terms. The rain intensifies as Hudson and Rex approach the heart of the district. The air smells of rust, sea salt, and smoke. The warehouse looms like a wound in the landscape, lights flickering faintly from within. Every instinct screams trap, but Hudson pushes forward. Rex stays close, alert but fearless. The partnership between man and dog has never been stronger. They've faced chaos before, but never like this. Inside, the atmosphere is heavy, almost theatrical. Speakers hum softly, and then the voice fills the room again. Calm, cold, familiar, welcome back. Detective. The lights flicker on one by one, revealing a maze of mirrors stretching across the warehouse floor. In each reflection, Hudson sees himself, tired eyes, rain-soaked jacket, gun steady in his grip. Rex growls low. On the far side of the room, a projector flickers to life, displaying live footage of 4 people bound to chairs. The missing victims. Cross's message echoes from every speaker. You always chase the crime, Hudson, but never the cause. You hunt the symptom and ignore the disease. This time, you watch the price of failure. Hudson's jaw tightens as he searches the reflections for movement. The mirrors distort everything, twisting directions, making every step uncertain. Then Rex barks sharply once, twice signaling a direction. Hudson follows his lead, pressing forward carefully. Each turn reveals more fragments of Cross's madness walls covered with news clippings. Each headline tied to one of Hudson's old cases, and then, as shadow moves, Cross steps into view, his reflection appearing before his real body does. Dressed in black, calm as ever, he carries no weapon. You look older, detective, he says with a half smile. Still chasing the same ghosts, Hudson steadies his voice. You never stopped running. Cross laughs softly. Running. No, preparing. His eyes darken. You think you're the hero, but every life you've saved was balanced by one you missed. I just help you see the truth. Rex growls, teeth bared, reading the tension that words can't express. Hudson circles slowly, keeping his aim low. Where are the others? Cross gestures upward. A timer glows red above the projector. 0 hours 14 minutes and 59 seconds, 15 minutes. The hostages. The race begins. Rex takes off toward a steel door, nose to the ground, barking sharply. Hudson follows, cutting through the maze while Cross's laughter echoes behind him. Each door leads to another room, machinery, cables, traps meant to delay. Hudson's pulse pounds in his ears. The seconds slip away like sand through glass. Finally, Rex stops before a locked metal door. He barks 3 times, urgent and sharp. Hudson shoots the lock, kicking it open. Inside, the 4 hostages sit bound but alive. Jesse's voice crackles through the radio. Charlie, get out now. He planted explosives in the building. Hudson grabs the nearest victim, cutting their restraints. Move, go now. Rex runs ahead, guiding them toward the exit through the narrow hallways as alarms blare and smoke fills the air. The timer hits its final minute. Hudson glances back one last time. Cross is gone. Only his voice lingers over the speakers. You can't stop what's already begun. The explosion tears through the warehouse, sending fire into the night sky. Hudson and Rex dive behind a concrete barrier as the blast shakes the ground. For a moment, there's only noise, heat, and silence. Then Hudson opens his eyes. Rex is beside him, covered in dust but unharmed. The victims are safe. The building burns. But somewhere in the flames, Hudson swears he sees a shadow moving away. Cross isn't dead. Not yet. Later, As the smoke settles, Hudson stands by the ruins. The rain begins again, soft and endless. Donovan approaches, placing a hand on his shoulder. "You saved them," he says. Hudson shakes his head slowly. "No, he let me." Rex nudges his leg gently, grounding him again. Hudson looks down at his partner and whispers, "It's not over, boy." This was just his opening move. Somewhere in the darkness, unseen but near, Elias Cross watches from afar. The faint glow of a phone screen lights his face as he types a single message and sends it to an unknown number. The hunt continues, and with that, the city returns to uneasy silence, haunted, waiting, knowing that the game between Hudson and Cross has only just begun. The city sleeps, but danger never does. In the dark corners of St. John's, footsteps echo through empty streets. A shadow moves fast, a whisper of fear follows. Somewhere out there, a new crime has begun and only one team can uncover the truth. Hudson and Rex are back, and this time, the hunt is personal. Everything seems quiet in St. John's, too quiet. The police department has been enjoying a rare stretch of peace after months of chaos. Detective Charlie Hudson finally feels a sense of calm he hasn't known in years. The streets are cleaner, the files are lighter, and even Rex, his loyal German Shepherd partner, seems more at ease. For once, the city feels safe. But anyone who knows Hudson's world understands one simple truth: peace never lasts long. Hudson wakes early, like he always does. The sound of the kettle, the soft bark of Rex waiting for his morning walk, the smell of strong coffee. It's a normal day. But beneath that calm routine lies something unshakable. He can feel it, the way detectives always do. A storm is building somewhere, unseen but close. He doesn't know when or where, but the silence feels wrong. It's the kind of silence that always comes before a scream. As they walk through the empty streets, the early morning fog hangs thick. Rex's ears twitch at every small noise: the flutter of a bird, the crack of a branch, the faint hum of a car engine in the distance. Hudson smiles softly, patting his partner on the head. "You feel it too, don't you, boy?" Rex doesn't bark, but his eyes say enough. They both know something's coming. It's just a matter of time. Back at the station, the team is relaxed. Reports are light, coffee cups are full, and laughter fills the air. Jesse, the young tech expert, jokes about finally taking a vacation. Superintendent Donovan, usually buried in paperwork, looks calm for once. But in the middle of that peace, Hudson can't shake a strange feeling. Every detective knows it, the sense that a new case is waiting, just around the corner, ready to tear through the calm like a storm through glass. Then it happens. The call, a woman's voice, trembling and rushed. "Please, someone's missing. My brother, he never came home last night." Silence falls in the room. Hudson straightens up. Rex's head turns sharply toward the sound of the radio. The team exchanges quick glances. And just like that, the peace is gone. Within minutes, Hudson and Rex are in the field again. The air feels heavier now, the fog thicker. A missing person report might sound ordinary to some, but Hudson knows better. Every missing person has a story, and sometimes those stories lead to dark places. Rex moves ahead, sniffing the ground with focus and purpose. His paws hit the damp pavement like the beat of a drum, steady and sure. Hudson follows, eyes scanning every detail: the tire marks, the broken fence, the faint trail of footprints leading into the woods. The hunt has begun. Hudson doesn't speak much when he works. His focus narrows, his instincts sharpen. Every sound matters, every scent tells a story. Rex stops suddenly near an old shed, growling low. Hudson steps closer, flashlight in hand. Inside, it's dark and silent to silent. Then the light catches something. A torn jacket, half covered in mud. Hudson kneels, recognizing the initials stitched near the pocket. It matches the missing man's name. He exhales slowly. "We've got something," he whispers. Rex barks once, sharp and certain. The chase has started. As they move deeper into the case, the familiar rhythm returns, Hudson's sharp mind and Rex's unmatched instincts working in perfect harmony. The calm city that felt so peaceful just hours ago now feels like a maze of secrets. Every alley, every shadow, every face could be hiding the truth. Hudson knows they're getting close, but he also knows that every step forward brings danger closer, because this isn't just another case. It's the beginning of something bigger, something that will test them both. And somewhere out there, in the darkness, the one responsible is watching. The sun barely rises over St. John's when Hudson stands before this small, battered shed again. The air is cold, sharp enough to sting the lungs. The jacket found last night lies sealed in an evidence bag, its fabric still damp with dew. Hudson's eyes are fixed on it, not because of what it is but because of what it means. This isn't just a disappearance anymore. It's a message. Someone wants to be found, or someone wants to make sure they never are. Rex moves around the shed, nose pressed to the ground, tracing invisible lines only he can see. His body stiffens at the corner of the structure where a patch of dirt looks freshly disturbed. Hudson kneels beside him, brushing the surface carefully. A footprint small, deep, and rushed. Not the missing man's. Someone else was here. Someone watching. He marks the area, takes photos, and lets his instincts take over. Years on the force have taught him that clues don't shout, they whisper. As they follow the faint trail into the woods, the silence feels heavier. The sound of Rex's breathing, the crunch of twigs, and the distant hum of traffic are the only reminders that life still exists beyond these trees. Then Rex stops. His head lifts, ears pointed forward. A low growl rumbles in his chest. Hudson raises his flashlight again. There, caught in the pale beam, is something that makes his heart tighten. A silver locket hanging from a tree branch, almost deliberately placed. Inside it, a photo of the missing man with a woman and child. The glass is cracked, the image smeared with dirt. Hudson pockets it carefully, his mind racing. Whoever took the man wanted this found. This isn't carelessness. It's choreography. Every detail feels arranged. Every clue, a breadcrumb on a path that leads deeper into something unseen. Back at the station, the team studies the evidence board. The photo, the jacket, the footprints, they all line up, but the picture they form is still incomplete. Jesse runs a background check on the missing man, Daniel Rowe, 32, software analyst, no criminal record, quiet life, small circle of friends. But one name keeps appearing: Elias Cross, a business partner with a history of fraud and mysterious disappearances in every city he's lived in. Hudson's eyes narrow. The name rings a bell, but he can't place it. Late that night, Hudson sits alone at his desk. The hum of the fluorescent light above mixes with the rhythmic ticking of the clock. He opens an old case file from years ago. A photograph slips out: Elias Cross standing beside a black car, smirking at the camera. Suddenly, it clicks. Hudson remembers the case. It was one that got away. A man suspected of multiple crimes, but always one step ahead. And now he's back outside the station. Rex lets out a sharp bark, breaking the silence. Hudson looks up from the file. It's not a random sound. Rex only reacts like that when he senses movement. Hudson rushes to the window. Across the street, under the flickering streetlight, stands a dark figure, still, watching. Then, just as suddenly, the figure turns and disappears into the fog. Hudson runs outside, but the street is empty. Only the echo of footsteps remains. He looks down, noticing a small folded note on the ground. The handwriting is neat but firm. "You're late again, detective." A chill runs through him. This isn't just a game anymore. It's personal. Rex growls softly, eyes fixed on the alley. Hudson folds the note, tucking it into his coat pocket. "He's toying with us," he mutters. But even as he says it, he feels something deeper, a sense of challenge. This was never about one missing man. It's about control, about fear, about a criminal who knows Hudson too well. Back inside, the team gathers again. Donovan reads the note, his jaw tight. "Looks like he's baiting you, Charlie." Hudson nods. That's exactly what he wants. But this time, we'll be ready. Rex lies by his side, silent but alert. The bond between them feels stronger than ever, forged through countless cases like this. Hudson looks at the evidence board once more, the map, the photos, the pattern of clues that now seem to form a circle around one idea. This isn't random. It's a hunt, and they've just been invited to play. The night deepens outside, the city sinking into its restless sleep. But inside the station, the lights stay on. Hudson's mind races, every theory colliding with the next. Rex watches him quietly, as if sensing the thoughts his partner can't say out loud. Somewhere out there, Elias Cross is smiling. The predator has returned to the city. And Hudson knows that by morning, the first body will be found. The morning air in St. John's carries a chill that cuts deeper than usual. The streets glisten with last night's rain, the kind that makes everything feel cleaner, yet somehow darker. Hudson stands near the harbor, coffee cooling in his hand, eyes fixed on the horizon. The call came in just after Donna Jogger found something along the cliffs near Signal Hill, a body. His gut told him it was connected before he even heard the details. Rex sits beside him, tense and alert, his gaze steady on the fog that drifts over the water. The calm before the storm has ended. The storm is here. By the time they reach the scene, yellow tape flutters in the cold wind. The cliffs stretch wide, waves crashing violently below. Officers move carefully around the rocky edge, marking evidence. The victim lies half covered in seaweed, face turned toward the rising sun. Hudson steps closer, heart tightening as he recognizes the torn sleeve, the same jacket from the shed. Daniel Rowe, the missing man. But something feels off. There's no panic, no struggle, no signs of drowning. It's too neat, too deliberate. Whoever did this wanted the body found. Rex sniffs the ground around the rocks, pacing back and forth before stopping near a small pile of stones. Hudson kneels down, brushing them aside. Beneath them lies a metal flash drive, wrapped in clear,